What's poppin', y'all? This is Deidre with One Shot Game, man. You already know how the motto go. You get one shot at life, but a lifetime to learn all the game you need to help improve your life. The choice is yours on which route you choose to take. Now, as I always say, you get two choices: the ability to faithfully settle in the life that has been set out for you, as well as the ability to pave a path towards your destiny. That choice is also up to you. So before I get to the title of my video, I want to say a big shout out to all my supporters. You guys are great, and even the ones behind the scenes, I see y'all too. So hey, look, the title of this video is going to be on the fact. Let me just give a little more detailed elaboration when I say, like, since you will only experience people once in a lifetime, it's okay to give them another chance. You know what I'm saying? But understanding and being mindful that I'm not the same person I was back then that I am now today. You feel me? So if your motives and your intentions are not clear, with someone that has done the growth, you will not be too happy when you come into the presence of someone that has done the work to grow and you're still the same person. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people, you have to understand, are actually being mindful of studying you and waiting long enough just to see if they can throw out a trick to work, to see if it'll get you in a state to where you go back to the old version of yourself. And that's when they'll laugh and try to come back in so that the old version of yourself can benefit them. You feel me? Listen, people are slick. You feel me? And very smart at what they do. And you got to realize and understand there are so many people just feeling as if they give it enough time, you know what I'm saying, they will be able to come back in and you will be the same person that you once were, that helped validate them and gave them everything they needed to be themselves. I'm here to tell you it's a new era, and a lot of people currently have done the work. It doesn't mean they're selfish, you know what I'm saying? They're willing and understanding that people sometimes learn and grow, but they're also understanding of the fact that they've grew so much that there's no way you would be able to come in as the old version of yourself to even be around them. So if you sitting around plotting, you know what I'm saying, thinking, oh, if I just take this little bit of time, I won't have to grow, I'll come back in and they'll think I've changed and I'm easy. No, it ain't gonna work like that. You playing a very dangerous game, you know what I'm saying, when you think like that. So if I were anybody out there, I would actually try to really take the time to do your own inner work. You know what I'm saying? Because trust and believe when I say this, these people, you know what I'm saying, that is completely living a whole different life from you are really putting in the work. You know what I'm saying? And if you feel as if you don't want to grow and your demeanor's still the same, but you almost have like this insane obsession to want to get close to them, I promise you playing a very dangerous game. And if I were you, I wouldn't play. You know what I'm saying? You can keep continuing to play the game you play with people who are naive, but at some point people will wake up, and when they start to see the reality of the games people play, it's almost as if you automatically push yourself to be able to wake up to truly be yourself, because it doesn't just, you know what I'm saying, bring you at peace. It like brings everybody in peace around you when you truly are authentic and operate in your truth. And you don't got nothing to hide. You're truly being yourself. You speak up for yourself. You speak out when things is wrong, when people moving backwards. You don't just sit down and play stupid. Listen, you got to think. That type of mentality changes the game. You know what I'm saying? And I promise you, a lot of people are afraid of it simply because, like I said, they're used to being around people that crater their mentality. This ain't that and that ain't this. You know what I'm saying? And I just have to help people understand and be mindful, like whatever you think in that head of yours, you know what I'm saying, it's not gonna be the same type of game with that person. Like for me, for just example, speaking for myself, I used to think that, you know what I'm saying, money, sex, a little bit of affection was love. That is in no way love, because you feel me, you can give your whole temple to somebody and they still go cheat on you. You know what I'm saying? You could give all the money in the world to help lift somebody up, and they can go, you feel me, cheat on you and get money from somewhere else. You know what I'm saying? It's about actually truly aligning your soul with someone you care about, meaning you gonna be there for them right, wrong, upside down, backwards. I've always brung that type of loyalty to the game. You know what I'm saying? And I am just now aware of how everybody ain't like that. You feel me? But I also am very aware of how the mind works. And when you're in a state of reality where you think, if I just let this pass, you know what I'm saying, and let this time go, and then I'm going to sneak back in when the opportunity is right, and I'm going to be the same person I was when I first attached myself to them and see if they fall for it. Listen, how about you focus on yourself? How about you actually take the time to grow? You know what I'm saying? I think that's going to be more beneficial than trying to play a part. You know? Because, listen, when people actually take the time to be alone, to grow inside themselves, it's almost as if they're, like I said, they're selfless people. They will give you another chance. You know what I'm saying? Because people ain't going to be around forever. You know what I'm saying? Everything external is. You know, so it's almost like, but be careful in how you choose to operate and move, because they've been playing the game of chess while they've been isolated on their own. So they perfectly know how to handle you, you know? And don't get misunderstood because they playing nice and you think they the same person that they've always been. I'm telling you right now, that is not smart at all. You know what I'm saying? It's best if you actually come to these people with really trying to work on improving, on growing. And listen, you can't get nothing past them. They're super observant. They're aware of your choice of words. It just ain't gonna fly. You know what I'm saying? And listen, I'm telling you right now, people be trying it too. People be really out here trying to approach people that have grown in the same way they've always have. And it's almost as if like they know that, you know, being around you and getting game from you is a benefit to their life, but at the same time, they still want to cling to the old version of themselves. So it's almost as if you allow them to get in and play you, they can get what they want from you and still be themselves. This ain't that. I'm telling you, you feel me? I would be very mindful and very smart of how you choose to move. It's almost as if like you don't have no choice but to grow. You know, because being stuck in that old version of yourself is not going to get you nowhere. You actually are depressed and don't like it, but you just don't want to admit that to nobody. So when you get around someone that has a certain type of energy where you can grow from, but you can't pull from, it's a challenge. You know what I'm saying? Because listen, y'all got to understand, it's a energy flip. You know, and the people that were once ruling the world, mean and manipulative and ugly and just soulless people, they preyed on the ones that still had a soul after everything that happened to them, and they drained them and stole their energy force to feel good about themselves until they were no longer able to use it. Then they left you looking crazy and drained and not feeling good about yourself while they hopped on to the next person. You know what I'm saying? That was their game. That was how they were strategically programmed to operate, solely because of the trauma they faced. You know what I'm saying? Listen, and it is absolutely forbidden for those people to actually care about someone. Like, for real. It's going against everything their whole structure stands on. You know? So you just got to understand how trippy these people could be. It's almost as if like everybody is two people in one body, but you just have to be smart enough to know yourself, to know the game, know what to look for, know to pay attention. And the only way that you can get sharp in understanding that about yourself is doing the work on yourself. Otherwise, people are going to be able to lie to you, manipulate you, finesse you, get over on you, forget, act like it didn't happen, and it's almost as if you won't say nothing because you've been trained to play stupid. That's what your little covenant does. They play stupid and act like nothing affects them because they've been trained to be comfortable with the abuse. You know what I'm saying? Listen, I'm telling you, those people are what we would call in our world demons. But as again, I'm different. I'm built different. I think everybody deserves a chance. But I do know for a fact that I am in my city. You know what I'm saying? I do be out here, and it's a chance I might run into somebody that I know. I don't doubt it. But I'm not the same person that I was when you left. So that person that you used for your benefit to feel good about yourself, she ain't never coming back. You feel me? So if I were you, I wouldn't get your hopes up. You know what I'm saying? When and if the opportunity presents itself and you run into a healed version of someone, you're going to experience them at a level that if you're not healing, is going to make you feel really stupid. You know what I'm saying? And I would be very mindful and careful with them because it's just their aurora. It's just what they stand on. It's just the life lessons they pass. They don't even got to say nothing. You're going to feel a certain type of way when you cross paths with them. And oftentimes people don't speak. Listen, I've been in this city my whole life. I know a lot of people. A lot of people see you and don't say nothing. Because why? You're not on their energetic frequency anymore. They can't use you for their own benefit, and that terrifies them. You know what I'm saying? So they'll see you and act like they don't. You know what I'm saying? I'm telling you, hey, that type of behavior has been going on for a long time. But when they feel as if they can use you in some type of way, it's easy to walk around and see people and be like, hey, come to the barbecue, come here, come there. Yeah, because they're trying to get you in so they can use your energy force, you know? So listen, for those people out there, it's all about growing inside yourself to protect your own energy. So therefore, you won't use other people's energy and they won't be able to use yours. Therefore, it creates a well-balanced human being. If I know how to control my energy, I know when to speak up when things are not okay with me. You know what I'm saying? And I know how to be mindful of understanding when to talk to people that are, and when not to talk to people that are haven't grown. It helps you protect your energy. And when you know how to protect your energy, it's almost as if you just don't take no shit. I'm still the same person. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nothing changed about me except the fact that you can't use me. We either gonna come to the table equally healthy adults, you know what I'm saying, being and having each other's back, or you feel me? It just ain't gonna happen. It's not. But I promise you, there are a lot of people who are not being seen behind the scenes because they don't actually want to do the work. They want to stay the same. And they're waiting for a perfect opportunity to feel as if this shit has blown over so that they can pop out and try to go after these people again. But what they fail to realize is that a lot of healing has been done in isolation, in silence, away from people that are energy siphoners. So when we do pop out and y'all do run into us, because it's about to be summertime, baby, you know what I'm saying? It won't be the same connection. You won't feel the same with this person. You know what I'm saying? If you haven't grown, if you've actually done the work, and you've actually want to elevate and grow, it's going to be noticeable. It's going to feel as if the connection is the same as it's always been. It's just people have grown up. You know what I'm saying? We not little kids anymore. We going to speak on what affects us, what we don't like, what we not here to do. You feel me? For real. For real. But if it's a point where they're still stuck and they know they see you and you grown, I promise you, they're not even going to speak to you. They're not even going to say nothing to you because your spirit irritates their demons still. And the only way, you feel me, to feel cool, they got to just not say nothing, which is crazy and beyond me. But it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? So for all those people out there, it's almost as if like you're going to be forced to be pushed into growth. If you want to be able to, you know what I'm saying, get along with people that have elevated and grown, because it's not about staying stuck anymore. People that have done the work are being very mindful of what they've done to achieve a level of peace for themselves, and ain't nobody gonna come in and ruin that. It doesn't matter how long it takes. But I know people for real, and I know how they be. Oh, we ain't never gonna apologize, we ain't never gonna say sorry, we ain't never gonna reach out, and then we gonna wait till the perfect time and we gonna slide back in and with our old tactics and see if they work. You know what I'm saying? But it's not though. You know what I'm saying? And that's dangerous. If I were you, I wouldn't do that. I would actually, like I said, really take the time to do the work. Not only are you going to feel better as a person, you're going to feel more healthier as a person by not allowing people to siphon your energy. You will no longer, you know what I'm saying, be quiet. I think she's calling you. You feel me, to what's going on. So be mindful. Don't sleep on yourself. Appreciate your growth and be able to appreciate other people that have grown, because I'm a very strong believer that you're only going to experience people once in a lifetime. So it's a chance you might see them and let them back in, but as long as you've done the work on yourself, you will know if someone's trying to play with you or they've really done the work, because the connection going to feel normal. The only way it's going to feel off is if a person has really been there the whole time to use you. You know what I'm saying? So listen, the way the universe orchestrates things can happen out of random at any day, any moment. You just never know. So really focus on you and your work and what you need to be doing. You know what I'm saying? Because it's going to bring you to a state of peace. And I think everybody wants to achieve that. And I think everybody wants to get back to normal. It's just people who have done the work can't get on the same level as someone that hasn't. It just won't work out. You feel me? Because when a person of light knows that they irritate your demons, it'll only be that one move that they'll get the opportunity to finesse you and burn you, and they'll do it. You know what I'm saying? Because they never cared about you as a person. They cared about what they can get from you. That's all. That's how they live their life, you know? So be very mindful and aware. Pay attention. Keep your guard up. Focus. Keep your structure right. You know what I'm saying? And know that when I say people deserve second chances, meaning a lot of people they think it's the person. Oh, they hurt me, I don't want to let them back in. No. What I mean by is giving people a chance, but not accepting old energy. For the simple fact that you're not coming with old energy. So they won't be even allowed to do the things to you that they've done in the past, because you'll be a new version of yourself. And they're going to feel real stupid when they think that they can. So listen, if you don't know what it is, I just told you. Please make sure you like, comment, share, and subscribe.